Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to revise first play of your book, a selection of short stories and one act plays. First play is The Bear. What is a play? A play is a literary composition in a dramatic form intended to be performed on stage by actors. The play is written by Anton Chekhov, a Russian playwright and short story writer. He is considered among the greatest writers of short story fiction in history. His career as a playwright produced 4 classics, and his short stories are held in high esteem by writers and critics. Let's revise the play. Popova is the widow of a Russian landlord. Her husband died 7 months ago. Luka, her servant, consoles her by saying that his wife also died, but he did not mourn so long. Popova asserts that she wants to prove to the world that she is a faithful wife. Doorbell rings and Smirnov forcibly enters the house. He has come to take his money back, which he had given to Popova's husband. Popova says that she will return the money the day after tomorrow when her steward will come. Smirnov says that he can't wait. He affirms that he will not leave her house without taking money. Popova abuses him severely in return for his gross behavior. Popova brings 2 pistols of her late husband. Smirnov teaches her how to handle them. He falls in love with Popova. Popova asks Smirnov to come out in the open air of the garden for the revolver duel, but Smirnov withdraws his challenge. Popova becomes more aggressive, but Smirnov becomes more submissive. Smirnov goes to the door and Popova calls him back. After a few wavering minutes of consent and dissent, she agrees to marry him. The main characters of the play are Popova and Smirnov. Popova, the widow of the Russian landlord Nikolai Mihailovich, is a typical housewife. She has been strictly faithful to her husband throughout his life and even after his death. She gave him her youth, her happiness, her life, her fortune. It looked as if she breathed in him, but he shamelessly deceived her at every step. He used to leave her alone. He betrayed her, but she does not show any intention to take vengeance upon him. Popova proves herself to be a brave lady when she accepts Smirnov's challenge of a revolver duel. She says boldly that she is not afraid of him just because he has large fists and a bull's throat. She affirms that she will not have any peace of mind until she has made a hole in his forehead, which she hates so much. She indignantly shakes her revolver, challenges Smirnov by saying, "Let's fight. Stand back or I will fire. Let's go out in the garden." She does not tolerate harsh masculine voice of Smirnov. She says, "I cannot stand shouting. Please do not shout. My house is not a stable. You do not know how to behave before women. You are a mad, ill-bred man. Decent people do not talk to a woman like that." Popova is a hypocrite in the sense that she loves her husband but also complains against him. She has found a whole drawer full of love letters in his desk. Still she is cherishing his memory. She says that she will not meet anyone but comes to face Smirnov. She calls him a beer, bourbon, insincere and faithless, but she has some hidden affection for him. Smirnov is the hero of the play. He is temperamentally quick-witted, humorous and boisterous. He is wholly impetuous in all his actions and talks. His obstinacy in demanding the recovery of his loan is counterbalanced by Papua's interactability in refusing to pay him. He affirms that not one of his debtors want to pay him just because he is too gentle with them and is just weak wax in their hands. Smirnov realizes that it is rather discourteous to come into another's drawing room with dust all over, boots all dirty, clothes all unwashed, but it cannot be helped. Since he has come here as a creditor, so there is no dress specially prescribed for creditors. To irritate Papua, he brags, "I have seen more women than you have seen sparrows. I have refused 12 and 9 have refused me." He says all women, great or little, are insincere, crooked, backbiters, envious, liars, trivial, merciless, unreasonable to the marrow of their bone. Smirnov cannot tolerate any dictation from the servant, so he says, "Shut up, who are you talking to?" In the end, he feels convinced that Papua is the woman utterly fit for him. He begins to praise her like a poet. "What happiness it would be to die before your beautiful eyes, to be shot by a revolver held in your velvet hand. I am a respectable landowner. I can put a bullet through a coin tossed in the air as it comes down. I have not been in love with any woman for 5 years." Smirnov is a man of fair dealings. He is ready to go out of her house if she is not willing to marry him, but Papua stops him when he is actually going out. There are some other characters in the play: Papua's husband, Nikolay Mihailovich, Luka, her servant, a cook, and a maid. We do not see Papua's husband physically in the play, as he died 7 months ago, but throughout the play we can feel his presence, as Papua mentions frequently. Luka is Papua's servant who consoles her and advises her to give up mourning and come to life. He seems to be loyal to his mistress. He is the only person who remains with her throughout the play. He not only obeys Papua's orders but also handles household matters and attends visitors. The cook and maid are minor characters of the play who do not play a part, but we are told that they have gone for fruit picking. Toby and Giant are the names of 2 horses. We do not see them actually doing anything in the play, but Papua's state of mind and a change in her decision is made clear by the way she mentions these 2 horses. In the beginning, she orders the husband to give an extra oat to his husband's favorite horse, but in the end, when her decision is changed and she decides to marry Smirnov, she says that no oats will be given to Toby. Students, now we discuss some important questions of the play. Question number 1. Discuss the play as a farce. It means you have to discuss it as a comic play. Number 2. Give an account of the quarrel between Popova and Smirnov. Number 3. Character sketch of Smirnov. Number 4. Character sketch of Popova. Students, you have read the play in class. Now you have to read it once again, because in exams you may be given some lines to explain with reference to context. When some lines are given to explain, first of all you have to write reference. It means you have to write writer's name and name of the play. Then you will write context, which is a brief description of preceding and proceeding lines. If you don't remember preceding and proceeding lines of the given lines, you may write a brief summary of the play. Explanation. You have to explain the given lines. Explanation must be accurate and comprehensive, and the point to remember is you must focus on the lines given. I hope you have learned how to prepare play for your exams. Best wishes and prayers for your success. Thank you.